What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Up Fish. Alright, so on this video, we are going to be taking a tour around my home here to give you an idea of just the number of fish that I have, and I want to kind of walk you through some of the steps that I've taken to get my fish to grow and just to be happy and to be peaceful, all of that jazz. So if you are looking for that type of information as to just how do you keep your tanks going, how do you keep it peaceful, then you are in the right spot. But before we move on, remember to subscribe to the channel. Of course, that's how we keep these videos informing people. Subscribe to the channel and of course like. And also, if you have any questions, comment below. I always love to hear from you all. All right, so as you can see, these are my Parrot Cichlids, and aren't they beautiful? For the most part, they get along. I mean, they kind of all grew up together, and these fish are very social. But the thing about these fish, and I know I'm probably going to get some comments below, so let me just prepare myself. But anyway, these fish, in my keeping them of several years, almost 5 or 6 years now, they've never hurt one another. Only thing they can do really is push. Now, there are instances like on the top of his face here, or on the top of its face, I don't know which is boy, girl, I don't know. But on the top of its face, you can see here, there is some peeling here, and I believe that is where they kind of lock mouths. And that could be, just some damage from a fight. So, or a push match. But other than that, these guys really get along beautifully as long as you feed them. They are, for the most part, peaceful. And we do need to put them in a larger tank. Right now, this is a 75-gallon tank. And, it just really is not, the best looking tank. But I did want it to just be more just open space with a few logs and just a few places for them to just kind of go behind and, be able to hide and sleep and, just be by themselves if they want. And of course, we got the roots growing at the top of the tank. And of course, these guys produce a lot of waste. So I mean, these plants here grow all the way down to the floor. I have to actually chop some of them down. So yeah, if you're looking for a plant that you want to grow that could be, transitional to the water from, dirt and soil, it's perfect to put in with the cichlids because they produce a lot of waste. Other fish that I do have in here is the convict, which he really holds it down. I love him. He really holds it down. He's so small and he's so cute. And then I also got an angelfish back there, and that angelfish, of course, is a part of the cichlid family, and he really holds it down too. I'm gonna call him a he. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, I'm not sure. But I also have some Danios in here. Danios are just really peaceful fish, and they really tend to hang out together. And they're schooling fish, obviously. And then I also have some roseline sharks in here, and they just hang out together. If they do any damage, it'll be to one another. And then, that's just for them to form their hierarchy. And afterwards, they are just, in that group, living it up, eating, first ones to the food, always. So speaking of food, I do feed them pellets. I think I'm gonna see how, look at that. You see how greedy they are? I do feed them the cichlid gold here. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture, right? Look at that. Which I am going to post a link below, so make sure that you go below this video, and I'll post where I get that particular fish food from. But what I've noticed is that it's really made them really, really orange. And I used to have blue fish. I used to have a blue parrot. I used to have there's a match back here. I used to have a blue parrot. I used to have a orange. Well, these are orange. I used to have a blue and a yellow one. And I used to give them that same food, and it actually turned them back orange. So that's just how fierce it is if you are looking to really, brighten up your parrot cichlids. All right, so I think I mentioned all of the fish that were in this tank. Again, we have the Parrot Cichlids, we have the Roseline Sharks, we have Danios, we have the Angelfish, and we also have the convict fish. Now next door, many of you all may be familiar with Gizmo. Look at Gizmo, he's beautiful, isn't he? My goodness, hey buddy. So I've had Gizmo for over a year now, a little bit maybe over or under, somewhere around there. And he is living it up in his aquarium. And he just loves this little corner over here. And at nighttime, he normally sleeps in the corner at the bottom by the filter back there, by the sponge filter. And you know, Gizmo is really something. He's really special. You know, it wasn't too hard to kind of grow him up, but this is his aquarium here. It's beautiful. And this is another guy who, you know, we're gonna have to get a larger tank for. But for now, he's not that big. And you know, he does well in this tank. He's able to turn around and shoot across the water and all of that great stuff. And in this tank as well, if you watched previous videos, you know, Danios actually do pretty well in the tank with Fahaka Puffers. And I was a little skeptical in the beginning, but you know, it's actually working out. I actually have a few guppies in here too. So, you know, I try to keep something in the tank so it just keeps them active and keeps them moving, because, you know, you may get bored. Wouldn't you get bored if you didn't have anything to chase, or, you know, of course. All right, so this is another one of my tanks. So these are my Amazon puffers, and these guys are just beautiful. They have so much personality, and you know, I don't know why they're hiding right now. I'm probably gonna have to get some food to get them to come out. But these guys do really well together when the camera's not on. And you know, I've had them for about 3 years, and guess what? That goldfish has been in there with them for years. And they kind of, you know, pick at him a little bit. You know, they pick at him a little bit, but they leave him alone. They don't kill him. They don't kill him. And so I try to make sure that they are well fed. And normally I feed them with some bloodworms, and normally, you know, you're supposed to feed them like, you know, half clamshells and stuff like that. But right now, the location where I am, you know, it's not really possible. But I am going to look into ordering them online, and hopefully I'll have an update on that. So these are my Amazon puffers. So in this tank there are figure 8 puffers as well as green spider puffers, and these guys are awesome. They're really popular on this channel, so you guys really love these guys. And there's actually, you know, a lot of you all were just kind of asking about the decor and stuff like that, and I actually posted a link down below that's going to give you, you know, some relatively close models of what's in this tank, along with the wood that I got as well. So all that's linked below, so make sure you check it out. Go see what all you can put in your tanks to make them happy. I promise you. All right, so these are my beautiful puffers here, and you know, if you go to that puffer channel that I have, it's a playlist. You can learn all about my figure 8 puffers and my green spider puffers. But these guys are so cute. They have so much personality, and I just love the fact that I was able to get all of them to get along and to you know, make me smile every day. So, you know, but these guys do great together. At first I was a little skeptical of just what it was gonna be like to own these guys, but it is a Brackish tank. And if you heard that, that was a big old loud motorcycle that just passed my house. It's there. All right, so yeah. I'm glad that I've been able to grow these guys and make them get along together, but I will say that it is best that you you know, have some type of logs or something that they can hide under, because they're gonna have to also form that hierarchy, and you know, they may bully each other for a little while, but eventually they will get along. There are some guppies in here with them as well. So you can see here I got these logs here, which I have a link below. You can go and check out where I got those from. And I also have like this little cave thing, these rocks that I bought using the link below. And then there's also a blower back there, and you know, you want to make sure that the water's moving. You know, this is brackish water, and I have instant ocean salt in this tank along with safe to, you know, make sure that they are somewhat in the right type of water as they grow. I'm hearing that eventually they will need to go to, you know, much, you know, stronger number. Right now, they're at 1.004, 005, somewhere right there. We were talking about the salinity of the water, but I am, you know, reading a little bit more about, you know, increasing that for at least the green spotted puffers. So we'll see what happens here. And for all of you wondering where Zorian is, there he is. Zorian, buddy. Oh. All right. Time for the next tank. And so in this tank, it's basically a community tank, and there are some roseline sharks, and got some lactose skirts in here, as well as a few gobies, and a few, let's see, what we got here. Let's see, oh, that is a loach here. Let's see what else we got. Like, I gotta see, okay, but yeah, so we've just been kind of, you know, throwing fish in here that we know could be community fish, and over time, you know, we're gonna be adding more fish into here, but right now it just has, you know, just a few fish, not too much. It has that root system again, and you can see these roots are just really growing just because of the amount of waste that was in here. I tried to have a Betta in here, and that didn't work out so well. I tried to create a Betta sorority, and it did not go so well. So it's just been kind of just these community fish here, and you know, for the most part they get along. It's the roseline sharks sometimes, you know, kind of go at it a little bit, but it's more so chasing than anything. So this is another one of my tanks. All right, so I'm not gonna stay on this tank long because these are, I don't know too much about these fish. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We bought them in, I don't know, maybe a few months ago at the pet store. They were kind of cheap and they were cute and weird. And yeah, so we gave them this tank along with the Betta, and they've just been kind of, you know, they've been kind of doing their thing. So they're still surviving, and you know, they are still thriving. So that's some good news there. All right, and last but not least, we have the newest, at least right now, the recording of this video, this is the newest member of the family. We haven't named him yet. And actually, that could be a pop quiz for you. What can we name our new friend, Mr. Betta? Hey, comment below. Let me know what you think we should name him. Look at him. And I had a viewer who did tell me that, you know, I needed to get a bigger tank, and I heard you, and we are in the process of doing that. So that'll be another video. But for now, please don't judge me. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you had a great time touring my mini fish that I have here in my presence. Let me get him in focus here because he wants to see the camera. And there are other videos that you can tune into, and also remember to check out the products that I listed below that encourages you on how to decorate your tank and all the things that you can get to make sure your fish feels safe in its home and that you all enjoy each other, because these fish are special. Once you get to know them and you start to raise them up and you start to invest in them, and you do all that great stuff, and you people on this channel keep me going as well. So, remember to subscribe to the channel and also like this video. But hopefully you learned something. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I would love to answer your questions. I'm constantly responding back to you all, and I love the feedback that you all are giving me. So please comment below. And you know what? Go check out some other videos. We'll see you soon.